You know, it's been a long time since I've played Super Mario Maker. Should probably go back to that game at one point. I made some levels, and then a streamer played one and got upset at it because it was hard. And then I stopped making levels. But that's okay because I'm making levels again today. But not for Super Mario Maker. For Taco Tom 2. And hey look, this is my desktop with the stupid background according to Fairy. This is XSplit, believe it or not. Here's my MIDIs. All 151,104 of them. Played randomly, except it's not actually 151,104 because this program can only play the first 32,768 MIDI files randomly. So, because I guess that's how far its random number generator goes up for. So, you'll only hear songs on the alphabet that go up to sitsw.mid. City or further down in the alphabet, you won't see that, unfortunately. So we're going to have a bunch of songs that start with numbers, or the letter A, or the letter B, or some with the letter C. But I'll just move that over to the side here. Move ClipArtBot over to the side. You can still see it, but I cannot, except I can. It's just moved over, so it's a bit more inconvenient for me to move my eyeballs there. Hey look, it's Construct 2. Also, I need to go to my stuff folder and put in the new levels that I made, because I made new levels. In fact, I'm going to make a folder just for these. And then I have 7 more that I made today during work because I had nothing else to do. And I haven't tried these out. I don't know if all of these are even possible. Let's go ahead and open up Taco Tom 2. Save it under today's date because I like to make a new save file every day I work on one of these games. Probably one of the things I should do is make it so you can actually easily select the levels, because right now I have to manually reload the image from one of the levels. So let's do this one. How do I see the size of that? Like dimensions. I thought there used to be a way. Oh, you just hover over it. 16 by 136. Alright. So do that and then make this 136. And then we can play it before it, and now we can play it. It's called geometry because you kind of have to go to the side here. But you can't hit the wall or else you will lose. So it's very tricky. Oh, you actually can kind of scoot through, but then I hit the wall and lost. Isn't that exciting? Hit the wall again. Do you think this is a good level, or do you think it's a bad level? Or do you think it's neither? Also, let's start getting to the left side. The very start is hard. And if you don't know what to look for, you probably wouldn't be looking for it at all. No, I'm not doing so well at this. There we go. There we go. I beat it. What happens if you use an incompatible color? It will either display nothing, or depending on the green value of the color, it might load some random ingredient. But if you make a file with the wrong color, I'll just go in and fix the colors. Also, I added a timer on the right there, so you can see it times things. I need to make a sprite font for it so it doesn't jitter around so much. Also, I need to play some midis. You eat corn on your tacos. Will I ever put corn in Taco Tom? I think for now I'm sticking with the ingredients we currently have here. Fiddled around with adding some other ingredients, namely onions, beans, and olives. But I don't know if I've heard of corn on tacos before. Yeah, this is not gonna be one of the early levels. I tried to actually make the first 2 levels, by the way. I wonder if they're a good introduction. What's the size of this? 116. So I'm gonna have to make a file that lists all the levels, all their heights, and all the stats for, like, do you get the gold medal by doing this, like getting enough points or beating it quickly enough. I wonder if actually... I have an idea. What if at the end of the level, how many lives you have multiplies your current points? Oh, I like that. That's a good idea. Because I was thinking, like, how am I going to combine getting a bunch of lives and getting a bunch of points and completing it in the fastest time? But the issue was that it would be difficult to, like, I didn't want to have different challenges of different variables because that could be confusing. So I thought of maybe having it like 1 star for each, like 1 star for beating it without losing a life, 1 star for collecting like 5 objects, and another point for completing it within 30 seconds or whatever. But I wonder if just using the score, because the score already goes up the faster you're moving, so that kind of combines them, and then if you throw the time fact in there, that combines it as well. The only issue would be levels in which you're not supposed to collect anything and just avoid everything. Don't know how I'd handle those. I guess those would have to be a strict time limit. And maybe I'll actually create a new ingredient specifically for those types of levels. I was talking earlier in the Discord about what such an ingredient would be. Maybe fish. You wouldn't put fish on a taco, except you might if you're making a fish taco. That doesn't really work. But to think about the ingredient that you would least like to see on a taco, and that might be the new ingredient. So this is the first level that I have in mind. So just very simple things, and then the layout kind of changes slightly. Now you have to avoid that. You have to be careful. You have to avoid both of those and avoid that. There you go. That's the first level. Let me know if you think that's a good, like, level 1. There'll be some sort of, like, message that pops up before the level starts to explain, like, the goal of the game. Like, you want to get 1 of each ingredient, you don't want to get 2 of any ingredient, stuff like that. And you can speed up and slow down time. This is also a level where you can speed up time really quickly. Except not that quickly, actually. But fairly quickly, you can get that speed going up. A bomb, poison, or human flesh. Those are all interesting ideas. Ice. Just dampen the taco. Oh, I came across a revelation today in my thought process for the character designs of this game. If you don't know, Taco Tom has a crazy ex-girlfriend named Taco Sally. And at first I thought she would look essentially the same as Taco Tom, but with a bow and with a knife because she wants to kill Tom for whatever reason. But I have the idea today what if Taco Sally is a soft taco? Like, Taco Tom is a hard taco. He has a yellow shell. as seen here. What if Taco Sally has like a white shell because she's a soft taco? You think Taco Tom is missing heavy metal music? Well, maybe we'll get a couple of heavy metal midis, which I actually do need to start playing. I mean, I can get super deep into the lore of Taco Tom. It is kind of ridiculous how deep the lore is in my head, and it's also kind of somewhat inappropriate at parts. Which makes me wonder, like, if I just made this game that looks like it could be a game that's good for kids, and then just have the storyline be stupidly inappropriate, if there would be some sort of shock value in that could generate extra sales. I'm wondering, and also it would be funny. What if Taco Sally is dropping knives from the sky, which is why there are knives coming down, so you don't want to hit them? That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all, actually. Yeah, I'll definitely consider that. Hey, midis, we need them because it says we're playing 56.mid, but we're not actually playing 56.mid. None of the characters in the Taco Tom universe are perverted, per se, although arguably, Side Note, which is the Boombox Penguin, but that's not his main flaw. His main flaw is the fact that he's a drug addict, and he hides drugs in his boombox. Taco Tom's biggest flaw is that he's a cannibal, which you know is not legal. And then Taco Sally is the crazy ex-girlfriend, Squiddy / Sapphire. I don't know what her name is, but she's a squid. And she doesn't really have a bad flaw. She's probably the most sensible person. But she's obsessed with having kids. And side note, the Boombox Penguin is her boyfriend, and they have a kid together whose name is George. George is just a realistic-looking head on top of a shoe-like foot, 1 foot, no body, and it has spikes coming from the back of its head, kind of like Sonic. And it makes weird sounds. That's its problem. And there's also this weird spherical alien called Sputnik, who's obsessed with potatoes and wants to become a potato, and at some point renames himself Sputnik, and actually swaps his body out with an actual potato, but that hurts him so much he ends up in a lot of pain after that, so he eventually switches back to his regular body. This game takes place after those events for the most part. So like Sputnik will be back to his regular body by this point. But if they ever make a third game of the series called Taco Tom Adventures, where it ends up being like a platformer or whatnot, the storyline for how all those things came to happen will be described in great detail there. This lore is too deep. It is. It is too deep. Sapphire's flaw is being a squid. I don't think that's a flaw. Unless, of course, it is. Did I load level 2 yet? No, moving around. This is a very simple level. How many pixels is it? 128. Not 1128. So here you have to kind of move around to get your ingredients. I need cheese, lettuce, and they're the same ingredient each time. So if you memorize the pattern, you can get a bunch of ingredients here. One thing you can also do, whoops, I didn't do it there, but if you slow down time enough, hold on, Slow down time enough, you can actually get multiple ingredients in the same row like that. And in fact, you can probably get all of them. If you get one where there's 4 different ingredients in a row, like here. Oh, I just missed that one, but you probably can do it, actually. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, I missed... Oh, both of them. Okay, maybe it's not. Yeah, the scariest part of all of this is that I don't do drugs. That's a valid point. I'm a very weird person if you haven't noticed yet. After all these streams, it's finally become apparent. He has some weird ideas sometimes. So let's see, what other levels did I make? Because I made some that I haven't played yet. So I'm curious. This is, you get lucky. It's the word random, but these are all randomly generated. So you have to go through like a bunch of gates here. And in some cases it might not be possible to get through them without losing a life. Which makes it exciting because you might lose. Only 64 pixels tall, this one. See, it says random. You see how it says random already? There is not a single red thing here. I can't do that. Avoid those. I didn't avoid those. I think the trick might be here to go through them as fast as possible. Yeah, if you do that, you can get through them. Are we talking about how weird Tin is because you came up with Taco Sally? But Taco Sally kind of makes sense. I mean, at least Taco Sally's a taco and not a human head on a shoe foot with sonic spikes coming out of it that makes sounds like all the time. So, I don't know, I think I'm weirder than you, Seme. Maybe we need to have a weirdness competition. Find out who's the weirdest person. I don't know if I like that level. I don't know if I like any of these levels, honestly. Like, this seems like something that, hey, this could be a really cool idea, making all these levels, but I've made all these levels and none of them have been particularly fun in my opinion, but maybe that's because I made them. I've played this game too much. Maybe you guys with fresher eyes will find more qualities in them. Taco Sally turns into a salamander, but that doesn't work because she's a taco and not a salamander. Although I guess her real name could be Sally Mander. I don't know though. At some point, I've got to redo all these graphics because I want them to look good. And I don't think they look, whoops, I don't think they quite look good enough yet. I want this to be a game where you would full screen it and say, hey, that's a good looking game. And this kind of just looks like a programmer made it, because, you know, a programmer made it. And also the fact that my sidebar on the right is the same as the sidebar on my stream probably looks a bit strange. So I'll probably change that at some point. Except it's tilted at a different angle to help differentiate itself. I don't know, maybe not. Are these different random things each time, I wonder? Because they should be. They are. Nice. This is an interesting MIDI. I have a bunch of MIDIs that are just numbers. Hey, I made it. Well done, me. The only thing, with speeding up time to get more points is that you can kind of just rig it and hold down the button and get a lot of points that way. So I don't know, I might still separate them in terms of, you know, are you beating the level well, or are you just beating it at all? That's Taco Tom 2. Gotta make a level menu at some point. This is just gonna be a lot of busy work, I think. Like, I feel like at this point everything is kind of busy work that I have to do. Like, what features do you want to see me add to the game next? I could just make more levels. Or like, I could add features. It's your call, the stream viewer. Also, I want to see something here. I've seen the thing. Assessing what happens when you slow down time and you end up hovering on the same item that you pick up, but you don't pick it up again. It's only on the first collision that you pick up an item, which is probably good. Maybe I could start work on the main menu. A boring thing. And also a necessary thing. Main menu. Main menu. So I don't know how to design buttons. Which means I just use cool text to do it for me. I think you can take all of these. You can use whatever font you want to use as long as it's one of these fonts. Let's see, where is... I think Mexcellent is what I used for the first Taco Tom. Or... we could use a font that looks like the Compact font. Certainly won't get sued for that. Yeah, Mexcellent is what I used before. We want a large text size. We can always make the buttons smaller later. Whoops, wrong way. 100, please. Main game. Or no, it should be... This is the main menu. We need like a secondary menu for like which game mode you want to play. So let's do play. Also, this wasn't in italics before. I like it in italics. It's cool. Oh, okay, outline color. I think that's for the text. The button. What shape do we want? Do we want it to be a pill? Do we want it to be an ellipse? Do we want it to be a circle? Probably not a circle. You cannot make these things automatic, or else they'll change their shape for each text. So we need to do 640 by whatever works, 96. 96. Uh, 128. That's a button. Oh, we can have it be a bright mouse over. That's pretty cool. Different render effects. Most of which don't look very good. Maybe bordered 3-dimensional. And emboss. I think glow might work, but we need it to be a color. It's a color. It's also a color. It's not. No, I don't like that color. Those are very similar colors. Does that scream Mexican to you? Or does it scream literally anything else? Oh man, get that huge outline thickness. Actually, that might work well. That type crime. It's the same font I used in the first Taco Tom. I can change it. It screams Android game. You know, I wonder why that might be. It's because I've made Android games. You know, maybe I don't need a button at all. It can just be text. Maybe that's the trick. Just run away from cool text like the plague, which is how an idiot might say the word plague. Let me see if I can find the worst possible font on this site. Like this one, maybe? That's not particularly good, is it? Decorative, which means generally hard to read. I think there is one that's actually hard to read. Yes. Oh man, some of these are terrible. Trying to find the most terrible one, though. I think this might be it. Bilga. Bilga. I'm giving Alice anxiety. I'm sorry, Alice, but I have to look at these fonts. Like that. There we go. Horror. Okay, that might be harder to read than the others, actually. Deloy. Deloy. Options. Uiono. Oiono. Odiona. Let's look at some fun fonts. Like, it's a fun font. This one. It's like a cross stitch. Because, you know, it actually is a cross stitch. Except, you know, it's not actually a cross stitch. Kids fonts. What are some fonts for the kids? The tiddlywinks. The young'uns. I think Alice might have died. Hey, look, here's the font I used in Everyday Stacker. Except it wasn't italicized. It's a nice font. Good font for tacos. Taco, modern font. There we go. It doesn't get any more 90s Mexican than this. I think this is the font I should use. I see nothing wrong with that. I'm downloading this font. What's in the Mexican look? Now these are a lot. And these are these all free fonts? I don't know if they are or not. What's the worst looking Mexican font? It's taco salad. I should sue them. Tamale. That does not look particularly good. It's the font the Mexican restaurant at your favorite strip mall uses. That's funny. This one kind of looks similar, but it's not as 90s, so I have to go with the 90s one. I will install Taco Modern. Is your favorite strip mall from the 90s? It is shareware. So that means I can't actually use it in the final product, I don't think. I don't know how I would find the actual owner of such font though. Unless I can type Taco Modern font. It's in 1001 free fonts. Maybe it is free then, except this also says shareware. So I don't know. It was built in the early 2000s. Well, you're in Alabama, so this is probably right in line then. You're probably a couple years behind on font styles. Why don't I make my own font? That sounds like effort. Effort that I don't want to spend. I just want to clap my hands and have a finished game appear. That's why I haven't finished anything in a long time. But I need to change these fonts to Taco Modern. Yeah, there we go. Now that's some text. Oh boy. Look at that timer. Oh, it doesn't actually have a semicolon. Wow. Alright, I've made it look sufficiently ugly. The whole idea of levels with text. Not sure if I'm a fan of it. I like the one that it just scrolls down and says Taco Tom is a cannibal, but one that just says random. I don't know if I like this particular level. Also, I feel like the midis have been completely generic so far. And to be fair, most of them are. What other dumb fonts can we find here? I want a fancy font. Actually, is there like... Oh, there's a whole subcategory for Mexican fonts. Wow. El Rio Lobo. It's Taco Modern, Taco Box, Mexican Fiesta. This font isn't that bad. Except, what is with these numbers? Why is the 1 a 7? Why is the 4 a 7 backwards? Oh no, I see. That's the stem. That's the dumbest 4 I've ever seen in my life. And then the 1 and the 7 are the same. Okay, I don't like this font anymore. Fort Death. Also, the mini ends, but it's still going for another 2 minutes, so I'll skip ahead. Oh man, more piano music. Free for personal use. I can buy a commercial license. How much would a commercial license for this font cost? $35. It's not terrible. And it includes these western borders and rulers to use with my font. I mean, wow. That's an offer I can't refuse. Except I can refuse it, and I will. They also have ones that are completely free that I could potentially use. But yeah, what I did before was I actually just went and did like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I took my font in cool text, I did this, and then I cropped each character to the same number of pixels so that way the timer wouldn't do the flippy floppy thing. Don't buy fonts. That sounds like a reasonable idea. So one thing I've been thinking about is, you know how I've been talking about the characters in the Taco Time universe, if they should be playable in this game. Like, have a subset of levels in the campaign or story mode or whatever be levels played by those other characters, or if that might be too much effort. So they have to, you know, design the characters and then animate the characters, or I could just tell someone else to do that if they so wanted to. Depending on how far along and how quickly this goes and how ambitious it ends up being, I wouldn't be against maybe hiring people for some odd jobs to do a thing or two for it. But for now, I'm just doing it on my own. I can make the numbers dance, except no, I can't. It takes too long to render. No, I can. Too many piano songs. I'm skipping this one. What is this? This sounds like someone has just bought a Casio keyboard for the first time and is messing around with it. Blurred fonts. Yep, those are fonts that are blurred. I want one that's just completely illegible. Like this one's Safe Iodine. I should just take a bunch of these completely random fonts and make a different number for each. Give each number a different font. I'm sure that would go quite well. Man, MIDIs kinda suck. At least when you're listening to every MIDI ever created, it turns out a lot of the ones that were created aren't particularly good. Let me make that file that lists like the levels. Actually, no. What I need to do, I download this thing called Menu Demo, which is a Construct2 project that I'm going to try to copy as much of as possible for my menu system, because this site works with things like, let me demonstrate. So I can press the options button and see my mouse cursor hovers over them. I can also use, however, the arrow keys to move the menus, and I cannot do it with the controller, but I'm sure I could add that in. So I want to basically copy this menu, essentially, because, you know, it works. But I need to figure out how to do that. Here is all of the code for that menu. So there's this big thing called menu data.xml, which actually has most of the actual data. I can have folders for the objects. That's useful to know. I'll have to take advantage of that at some point. How do I access menu.xml? Maybe it's menu data, object types, menu. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here now. Okay, what's this? Is this a new layout? Oh, okay, I see. So the options thing's on a different layout. It says boobs. So if we go to menu and we look at menu data, which is an XML file, and I would like to view this file. How is such a thing done? Maybe it's not. Request menu data XML. I would love to. Here it is. Here's menu data XML. I want to view, but I don't know how. Oh, there's actually a lot more stuff here. It was just minimized to annoy me. Actually, literally everything. How am I supposed to see how the code works if you hide it all from me? Being annoying. This is now suddenly a whole lot more complicated than I thought it was. Oh no. What have I gotten myself into? Well, remember when I said that was the whole code? And it was just this. Yeah, I was wrong. It was very much wrong. This is the whole code. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. It's got to be an easier way. Construct to make a menu. How do I create an in-game menu? This is like a HUD. Not an actual main menu. How to make options menu. Alright, that is sufficient. Simple options menu. Part 1. Now this is a high quality video. Options menu is equal to no. Like what is the options group? Was it this? Is this the options? Oh wait, it's literally just making it visible or not? What is this doing? Nothing. The answer is nothing. Useless. Thank you. Thank you for your uselessness. Here's the title menu. This one is 19.5 minutes long. I think this is more in line with what I want to do. I like their title, game title. Oh, they have a bunch of stuff too. Like global number, menu item, and size. Is this stuff really all necessary? Do you really need all this? And if I want to operate it with a keyboard, then what do I do? I mean, I swear the menu making is almost more difficult than the game making. Like it's sort of doable on Android because you just have to click it. But if I want to be able to operate it with the keyboard, if I want to be able to operate it with, you know, a controller, then things become a lot more complicated unless I completely jerry-rig it in some bizarre way. So like, if you're highlighted here and you press down, then it goes to this one specifically. This might be what I have to do. So then I guess the options menu things would just be the text as a picture but without the button part. But then what if I want to release the game and say, Brazil, they don't speak English, they speak Portuguese. I don't want to remake all those pictures for each language, so I want it to be text. Which means I want to have a good font in the game. Which means I should probably use something that isn't taco modern. But it also means that the menu options have to each be a bunch of text things. Have to be centered and have to be placed in specific spots. But then how do I do the level selection screen? I'd like to be able to like scroll through the levels maybe. See, that requires effort to, you know, design that. Like here, this is, let me close out of the menu demo. So it's way more complicated than I thought it was now. Save our items. Item 1, item 2, item 3. Ideally, these would all be levels. Level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7. There. What if this box isn't long enough? How do I get to level 7 from this box? Okay, it scrolls. With the mouse feel, it's good. If I click on it, cursor moves. I actually don't think I have controller support in this game yet. Like, I don't have the thing. The global object. So let me add that global object. Yeah, gamepad. And then in the level select event list, you can say gamepad is button down, D-pad down. How do I add an OR? Add, make OR block. Okay, there we go. Add another condition. Gamepad. Compare axis. Left analog. Y-axis is less than 0. List. Set selection to list dot selected index plus 1. Watch this. Oh, that. It needs to go a bit less fast, I would say. Also, it needs to be the other way. This needs to be greater than 0. And then D-pad up is pressed, or now when it's less than 0. Now I can select -1. Except no, I can't. It'll go to like negatives. I'll have to add a condition for what happens if it's 0, but I also need it to be the active thing. So on start of layout, list, set focused. That work? It did, alrighty. Set focus, and also we want to select the specific item to 0. Nice! And now I can select one, or I can use the keyboard, or I can use the controller, except that doesn't really work. Maybe, hold on, insert another event above, which is once while true. So this doesn't work. Hold on, let's replace it with every 0.225 seconds. Now it should only happen 4 times a second. It does, except sometimes you press it and it doesn't go, so that won't work. Oops. Let's delete this and actually, can we stick this in a while loop? Insert while. Actually, this has to be its own event. Hold on. Add new event above. While this happens, do that, and then wait 0.2 seconds. Now it should work and be immediate, I would think. And I've broken it. Well done. Oh, because it's in an infinite loop, I think. It's just while this is the case. How do I do a while loop with an or then? Construct to while loop or statement. Tutorial on a dialogue system. How to make choice answers through keyboard instead of clicking. This could be something of use. Apparently this is the proper way of doing things. At least it's not quite as big as the other one, I guess. Alright. What button do I press? I think the 0 apparently. It doesn't even work. It's 45 lines and it's garbage. Have I noticed what's going to... No, I have not. Alright, well, at least It's good to know how to do dialogue boxes. I'll steal how this guy does it. Unless it's too confusing. I want to see the actual XML file, though. Request dialogues to XML, but where is that file? It's under files. Ah, okay, I see. There's mood and portrait and positions and line IDs. Alrighty, I understand how this works. I will probably treasure this file when I have to do a tutorial and whatnot. I'll just stick that in the game. This is going to be such a complicated mess of a program. Let me just test something out here. Okay, I don't think while loops work like they normally do. Unless the weights work in a way I don't expect them to do. I don't expect this to work, it doesn't work indeed. Actually, let me copy these, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. These are not OR blocks, and just add another condition. These are all whiles. These are not OR blocks. No. Okay, you can only not make one of them at a time an OR block. That's wonderful. So this should work now. No, it doesn't do anything. How does while work in construct? Because it doesn't, from what I can tell. Alright, that makes sense. So while the gamepad is down, because it keeps doing this. Waiting only works for something that's after the wait command in this side. It doesn't impact here. So I would have to add... I have to replace this with every 0.25 seconds or whatever. So it has to be a 0 in front of that because can't handle a decimal in front. Although I believe I tried this before and it didn't work. Or like it kind of worked, but it means you can't press it quickly because it's only checking. It's only checking every 0.25 seconds. It's not like waiting every 0.25 seconds. Wait, construct to wait for each loop. For a loop with wait action not behaving as expected. For I from 1 to 9, wait, loop index seconds. Ah, I see. Except I don't. You can directly type in time, but you have to use set variable and adjust from there. Seems confusing. Maybe because I got 5 hours of sleep last night, I don't know how to think. Barely know how to talk. Usually don't want to use wait and loops. Try every X seconds along with the state variable active. So this would have to be like a separate function where if this happens, it does it once, then it waits. Oh, and then it calls another function. This is annoying, but I think I know how to do this. Function scroll down. Oh wait. No, scroll down. No. This on function. Scroll down. And then wait for it. There's another one called scroll up. Also my minis broke. I can fix that. So let's get rid of these. Stick those in here, make these an OR block like we happened before. Don't need these. And then wait 0.2 seconds. Function, call function, scroll down. This is scroll up. Which then it does the same thing again. So now it just goes even faster to the point where like it keeps going afterwards. I've made a spinner. You let go, but it doesn't actually stop where you expect it to. This is the unexciting part about game dev, when you make menus and you can't even get those to work properly. Making menus was easier when you only had to click. Now that you have to use a controller, everything suddenly becomes a lot more difficult. I should probably learn how to use the XML file. To be fair, big-time developers have a hard time making the games work properly. That is true. I don't know how they make menu systems that are so complicated. My bio still says I have a bobbly water. That's true, actually. I need to change that. That's a false statement. Also, there are other things in my bio that are false. I should change those too. I don't want to hear myself though. La 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 la. Don't play. Do not play me. It's an update, by the way. Posted today. Edit panels. That's not a world record. No pause glitch is still a world record because nobody plays that category. Now my only non-default world record remaining is Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. Let's see what else is wrong in my specs. I actually stream at 60 FPS now and at 3500 kilobits a second. There, my bio is no longer wrong, and I can still go to my own website that I don't actually do. I need to redirect this to tinwill.win. I actually bought the site tinwill.win recently. Haven't done anything with it yet. But I own this because I will win. Alright, that's enough of that. Man, I kind of just want to play Amped 2 right now. My brain is tired. It doesn't want to have to do things. It just wants to play a game and numb itself to death. Except not actually really dying. Should have bought will.win and make it a subdomain. That's probably already taken though. Will.win. Maybe not. Name. Hold on. Will.win. Can I buy will? Oh wow. Only $13,000 a year. I don't know, that's a pretty enticing offer right there. Let's see, what 88-cent domains are there? .win is one of these, but I guess will is too common of a word. I could buy Will Racing for just $260 a year. I wonder, does someone own Mountaintop? Mountain.top. No, it's available. Only $5,656.87 specifically per year. One site I tried to buy once, and it seemed to be available at one point, and I bought it, but then it didn't go through because it wasn't actually available. It was this one? I wonder if I should go to this website. What is it right now, if anything? Also, .xyz domain name. I want A, B, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. .xyz. Aw, it's not available. What a shame. Taco Tom. Yeah, no one has any Taco Tom sites. Is there a tacotom.com? Tacotom.com. Can I get tacotom.com? No, I can't get tacotom.com. Although it doesn't appear to be anything. I mean tacotoms.com, which redirects to Taco Box, my official hometown tacotorium since 1969. You can get the green chili burrito for $3.59. It's pretty cheap. Where are you? They're in Clovis and Portales, New Mexico. I don't live in New Mexico. Guess I won't be getting that. What if there's a Taco Tom rom-com? How would that work out? What's the most bizarre domain out there? TacoTom.date. You want to date Taco Tom? This is the website for you. Is there a Tin.date? Can I get people to date me? Oh man, hold on. This is important. I can buy for $260 a year. I can buy a dating site where the only option for people to date is me. I can get tin.run. TacoTom.date is Taco Sally's website. Ah, I see. Tinwin, $1,300 a year. Tin Tech. That sounds kind of cool. That's $1,300 a year. Tin Golf. Tin Tours. Tin Plus. It's the better version of me. Surely C++ exists, right? C++. Aren't distractions great? Not available. Make an offer. C++. Wow, this bar really works. I can get C+ Ninja. Is this a dog? I can buy it for $24.88 a year, and I can make a game where people have to guess whether or not it's a dog or not. Is this a theater? Is this a taxi? I can have a whole line of is this a websites. Is this a date? Oh, that one costs money. Is this a review? Is this a cafe? Is this a gold? Is this a porn? Is this a school? Is this a design? Is this a casino? Is this a football? Is this a video? Is this a chat? It is, in fact. Is this a club? It is a club. Gin Club. Where we look at websites you could theoretically buy. .zone isn't really new anymore. I've had TinZone for like 2 years now. Someone owns it. Is this a science? Is this a Taco Tom? Yes. Is this a pizza? Wait, you mean there's a .pizza domain? I can buy .pizza. Hold on. Tin.pizza. I'm at $91 a year for Tin.pizza. I know, Pinguino. Pizza domains. Is there a pizza domain for you? Ping Pizza. Ah, someone took Ping Pizza. Who has it? No one. Well, you can probably get Pinguino Pizza. No? What? How does someone have Pinguino.pizza unless you have already somehow bought it? You gotta make an offer and type in the search bar that you can't actually type into. But who on earth wanted to actually register Pinguino.pizza? I guess because it's like kind of penguin in Spanish. I guess penguin pizza is taken, one would imagine. No, it's not. You could buy penguin pizza for $39.88 a year. I might have to buy a pizza domain. Can I buy pizza? Pinguino's a word in Italian, is it? I need Google Translate to confirm. Italian to English. Pinguino. Penguin. Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Pizza is not taken. How many pieces do we need to type for it to be available? Tin Pizza is available, $91 a year. 3 pizzas. 4 pizzas. Pizza. $39.88 a year for that domain. Pizza would be Little Caesars. You would. No, it's just coming soon from Dynadot. What is Dynadot? Do they even have a website? Yeah, pizza.ninja. Pizza. Taxi. They're a domain name place. Who owns Pizza Pizza, not Pizza? And Alan Edlari has it. I can make him an offer. 1 penny. I'm not actually going to do this. How about 3 pizzas? This is actual site. Pizza, pizza, pizza dot pizza. Press, hold, and turn up the volume. Got a Posy MIDI. What do I press? I don't know what I press. Oh, is it loading? Is this the loading bar? Do we want to wait for this to finish loading? I am clicking, it doesn't work. I'm clicking and holding. It doesn't work either. There's just this bar up in the top, moving ever so slowly. I'm slightly scared it's just going to show up a screamer because it just turned up the volume. I'm waiting for this bar to get to the end. It's important that I know what happens when the bar reaches the end. Actually, it's probably just the song. Just the keyboard keys. I'm trying. I'm pressing all the... Oh! What was that? I did something. It's Psychedelic Pizza now. Also, it's just different keyboard buttons. I see. This guy's head is exploding. Different pizza gifts. This is a good website. Pizza, pizza, pizza dot pizza. Oh man, it's a corgi eating a pizza, except not eating it. Pizza. Shark, no. Don't do drugs, eat pizza. More pizza. That's pizza. That's an advertisement for Pizza Hut. Making it great. Thanks, Wayne. Pizza flying out of a floppy disk reader. This reminds me of the cutscenes from Amped, actually. For some reason, this is just the best thing. Pizza flying out of a floppy disk machine. Wow, it's a heart-shaped pizza. That pizza's fighting back. I think it's all the things. Unless the numbers do things, they don't. I like this one. And also this one. So yeah, Taco Tom 2. It's a game. Alright. I'm bookmarking this site. That's how good it was. I'm glad I found that. What other sites exist? How about taxi.taxi? Who has taxi.taxi? This site will be part of the bit.pub, secure network of websites for quality content without advertising using BitCash micropayments. Alrighty. Taxi. There's nothing. Taxi. Doesn't exist, apparently. Is that the case? It is. I can buy that. How about zone.zone? Surely. Who has the zone? The meta zone. Zone's not an actual site. Zone. Includes the word hootenanny printed 48 times. Yeah, that is the word hootenanny printed 48 times. Well done. You're now entering the zone at zonezone.zone. You've made at least one right decision today, the decision to enter the zone. So just sit back, relax, and experience the zone the way you want to experience it. Don't let anyone tell you how you should or shouldn't experience the zone. Just do what feels right for you. Regards, John Zonemaster, Emperor of the Zone. I'll draw an MS Paint picture for you, 1000 by 1000 pixels, for 10 Australian dollars. I'll write you a poem for $5. 3 to 4 minute song for $50. 500 words on almost any topic for $10. And I'll let you into the Forbidden Zone for $70. He's made this song. It's a song. He's made these apps like Storyizer. A goat is rocking out on the drums at the yacht. I'll contribute a story prompt. Type of character. Oh, I didn't actually do it. Taco Tom. Tacotopia. Eating tacos. I guess only one of them works at a time. I don't know what this is. Discuss. How about zone, not zone? Hosted by one.com. 4 zones. Getting into this. This doesn't exist. Reach. How about club.club? Is 101 domain. Club. Club. 9 hysterical but cringeworthy gym mistakes top trainers have made. They didn't keep their footwork simple. Didn't keep their phone on silent. It went off and exploded because they accidentally had the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. And now they are dead. Because they went to club. They should have gone to club.club because they couldn't be reached. So actually, never mind. Ninja. Ninja. No. Tech. Not tech. Is that a period? Yeah. It is tech. No. It's too old, I guess. Tech. Can't buy it though. That's a shame. Win.win. It's a win-win situation. Win.win is coming soon. 73 days, 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 47 seconds. Get excited, guys. Get in touch. What is this? It literally says, what is this there? I didn't even see that. Up in the title there. It's like, what is this? I don't know what this is. I want to find out what this is. What is this? I need to know. There. They'll get back with me ASAP. Maybe within 73 days, 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 5 seconds. How about win-win.win? Some Chinese place. Best domain, best quality, best price, best credit, best service. I think it's a Chinese domain service site. You can break some eggs on this website. Take a picture of a cat. It's all legal. Win-win-win.win. No. How about lose.win? No, that doesn't exist. A dog.dog. Dog.dog. Petsloveoils.com. Except it's dog.dog, not petsloveoils.com. Essential oils for happy, healthy pets. Oh man, get only the best oils. You know, feed them nothing but extra virgin olive oil. Hosted on Wix, apparently. Well done. What else is there? Racing. Racing.racing. Racing.racing is owned by Namecheap. Someone bought it. Good job, whoever bought it. Green. I wonder if Green.green is owned by Jill Stein. No, it's owned by this company. Green.green. It's that domain. GoDaddy has it. 3 greens. 4 greens. I think that's it. Date.date. Date.date. Doesn't exist. News.news. 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 Probably shouldn't do porn or adult. Chat.chat. Chat.chat. No. Oh, surely chit.chat exists. Chit, chat. Someone bought it, but it's nothing. I wonder if you can buy anything that's just the dot whatever. The Ninja for $52,500 a year. I can make a free offer for the dog. That was a weird thing. Remember the dog? I forget what it was exactly. All I remember was the Happy Meal toys, where it's the dogs with the huge heads. I don't even think it was anything. It was just a brand for dogs with big heads. I can buy the Reese. What is this? Probably not something in English. But I could buy the whatever that is. I could buy the green. I could buy the cafe. Guys, I could own the news. Only $50,000 a year. The Sale. The LTDA. The Video is $50,000 a year. The Rocks. The New York City. The Rehab. The Auction. I could auction the auction on an auction. The Hosting. The Rip. Oh man, what's sold on rip.rip? Rip exists. Register with Gandhi.net. The Band. I think there have been bands called The Band before. The Dentist. This is a weird looking game of programming. It is, I know. Very strange. I could own the Army and the Navy. I could spend a whole mortgage on buying the mortgage. The Soy, only $217 a year. Buy the Vet, could become the lawyer. I could be the Republican. Don't know if I'd want to. The Credit Card. How is there a dot credit card? That's a weird TLD. Credit card dot credit card. Welcome to Parallels. Oh man. I can buy Parallels Desktop for Mac. And for Windows and Linux. What else? The Consulting. There's a fail domain. Fail. Wow. I could buy that for like $10,000 probably. WTF. What's do I dare do WTF.WTF? Doesn't exist. That's good. The Moda. The Christmas. The Black Friday. The Ink. The Industries. Why is there a TLD for webcam? That's strange. The Properties. The Wiki. Guys, I could own the Wiki. For that. I think everything has been bought at this point. It seems that way. What about the Google? The Google. I could buy the Google site for 88 cents a year. I can buy the Google site. And I can tell people, I can tell people who don't know me and I'm introducing them, hey, I own the Google site, and then they'd be, wow, you're really popular. You're really smart. And then I'd be, no, I just bought a domain for 88 cents called thegoogle.site. The Google date. Do you have a date with the Google? Actually, I wonder, can I get any TLD with Google? Or do you think Google themselves probably buys all of these? Do you think they buy Google Dog? Google.dog. I don't know, but it doesn't exist. Can I make an offer for Google.dog? No, I can't, because you can't type in there. Maybe uBlock thinks it's an ad. Is that the issue? That was not the issue. Okay, continue to block ads. How about A? I can buy a Ninja, a Hockey, a Soccer, Arise. Probably not much available, I would imagine. I could buy a news, you know. If you didn't want all the news, you just wanted one of the newses, there you go. A sale, a video, a apartments. That doesn't work, does it? Wow. Wow accounted. Wow racing. I just like the word wow. Wow date. Hold on. Let's go on a date. Let's goon a date. It's available $1,300 a year. Wow. Someone expected that to be popular. How about let's go out on a date? That's half as much. Let's go out on a ninja. Let's go out on a movie. Let's go out on a taxi. Let's go out on an accountant. On pizza.date. Is pizza.date available? It is. Is date.pizza available? And which one's cheaper? Date.pizza is cheaper than pizza.date. Pinguino, this is the site you should make, and it's just like a site with pictures of pizza, and you can choose which one to date, and you can buy pizza body pillows. I think that would be a great site. I want date pizza to be a thing. You can also date taxi. What if you don't want to date pizza? Well, I'm sorry, but you have to. Or I guess you could date London, you know, the city. Date sucks. Date gold. Date apartments, if you want to. I don't know how you would date an inanimate object, but there you go. Date tires. I have to make lots of money so Alice and you can get married and start your farm. Okay. But what if I make a lot of money and then decide I don't want to give it to you? What then? Date fishing. Date horse. I don't think that's something you want to do. Date accountants. They've put an S at the end now. Date credit card. No thank you. But yeah, I think the best discovery of today is the fact that a .pizza top level domain exists. I want Eat Pizza. Does someone own Eat Pizza? Someone does. Eat Pizza. Ah, but it doesn't exist. That's a shame. It's a shame. You can eat dog though. I would not recommend that. Is Eat Horse available? Eat apartments. Eat bingo. Who's bingo? Eat whales. Eat tires. Eat cricket. Eat couch. Eat energy. consume pizza. I can buy consume.pizza. Someone has bought consume.news. It's because people do consume news. Consume club. I forgot, is Tin.Pizza available? Wasn't this like $91 a year or something? I'm not going to pay 91 bucks a year for Tin.Pizza, unfortunately. Yeah, if I made a lot of money, I would still be rich and you would still be poor unless I equally distributed it across my friends. Tin wants to date a pizza. There we go, I can buy that. Tin wants to date a movie, $250 a year. Wow. Can you have the money? No, Brian, I'm sorry. No one has the money besides me. Oh yeah. Game development. Also midis, I forgot. So look, this is all I've managed to do today. I've made this go crazy. But it works with a keyboard. That's what really matters. Can I have the gamepad emulate a keyboard? That's what I really need to do. Game construct to gamepad emulate keyboard button. It's usually a good idea to separate the player input events from the actual game logic. You can have a certain keystroke event called an input. Okay. Actually, hold on. I forget. If I hold down... Yeah, if I... See, this is the thing. If I hold down the keyboard button, it like starts scrolling, and that's what I want it to do. But I also want to have that stop after you do it the first time. I know how to do this, but it involves a bunch of random loops that probably don't need to exist and is really complicated. And I don't really feel like doing that tonight because I'm tired. I spent the past half hour just looking up dumb top-level domains. I'm literally becoming Tim, aren't I? I stayed up late last night so I can stream. Got 5 hours of sleep. Now I'm tired. I think the only thing that separates us... There are two things that separate us. One, I don't drink coffee, and two, I don't have any interest in going to grad school. Well, actually, I don't know how much interest he has in that either, so... I'll just say the only difference is I don't drink coffee. Otherwise, I'd literally be Tim by now. Yeah, that's the thing. I've been streaming too often lately, actually. Also, how do you do this? Trigger keyboard JavaScript. Oh, I thought there was a way to actually emulate keyboard control. maybe there. No, there's not. Gamepad. Keyboard. No. It sounds like effort. Well, let me save this. What else is there to do in the wonderful world of things? I could start Amped 2 if anyone would be interested in that. Or I could play a different game if someone would be interested in that. Instead, I'm going to pretend that this is Taco Tom 2 and that I finished it. Yay guys, I finished my game. Did it. I actually need the lettuce. Amp would be fine. Oops. Do something. No, I can't do things. Yeah, Taco Tom 2 is a bit more forgiving. That's by design. The more I work on Taco Tom 2, the more I realize there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't even know how to do, and it's going to be way more complicated than I think it is. Like, the actual making of the gameplay in Construct is so easy, but then, like, when it comes to making, you know, the menus and all that stuff, suddenly it's not so easy anymore. Really feels like they should have like a menu maker. And then every menu on the planet will look the same. And I will need sound effects and music, that is true. Oh no, I'm gonna get those. I could buy them from like a royalty-free site. I don't know if anyone in here that's like good at making music or anything. But if you are, you could certainly help by making music. Or not help by not making music, that's also a valid option. You can do whatever your heart desires, unless it's illegal. You can't do it if it's illegal. So I've been told. Alright, I'm gonna change the game to Amped 2 for just a bit. Amped 2. No more snowboarding. because I'm tired and can't focus on making video games. Alright, let me set it up, by which I mean close the midis, remove the radio text, close this, hey look, it's my desktop, and Amarok should pop up. No, actually no, it's not that. AverMedia is what we want. And then I'm gonna have, come on, I don't want full screen, there we go. And I'm gonna have to just look at XSplit. I could always do Steam games, that's true. But I want to play this just for a bit, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Actually, I should probably go to bed now, but oh well. So we've beaten 2 snowboarding games recently. Let's start a third one. Get that snowboarding trend going for no discernible reason. Oh yeah, this is the game. I actually tried to stream this one once before, if you remember. And it didn't work. It did this. And I figured out how to fix it. Eventually. Keep saying out of range. The issue is, I think, if I remember correctly, it needs to run at 720p. Was that it? No, that wasn't it. Is it the wrong color space? 640 by 480 maybe? Yeah, my XSN game stream, I was going to finish off with this, and then it didn't work. Thinks it's PAL, it is not PAL. 60 FPS, please. UI, no, 60, apply, okay. No. Is it default? Doesn't like default. Which would back to 720. I figured out how to fix this, and I don't remember how it was. Maybe it wasn't in XSplit. I know, this looks playable right here, yeah. I like this. This looks great. Reminds me of like a completely broken VHS tape. So that's like actually what it looks like here. Really bizarre. Press Y to get some Xbox demos. I wonder if they will render properly. Yes, is the answer to that. I think we've already taken a look at these. Certainly all these games. Have we seen the Project Gotham Racing 2 video? Saw the first Project Gotham Racing video. I don't think we can watch this one. Oh man, that car is revving up. I actually might have watched this. I don't remember. Maybe we're watching it again. Hey look, it's cars driving around the track. Style matters because it matters, and it's style. This looks exactly the same as the first game this trailer did. I don't think the trailers for these first games really sold the game all that well. It's like there's no people who talk in the game. I don't know why they thought adding that in the trailer was a good idea. Just too much for you, man.
Sweet. Come on, here we go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's Project Gotham Racing 2. Grabbed by the Ghoulies in the bottom is a real demo, actually. I think. But I don't want to play that. Actually, I think I might need to go back to the Xbox itself and fiddle around with the settings. And go back to the no, how do you get back I thought left and right trigger and back and black would take you back to the main menu. But apparently not. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, which is to say press the eject button on the disc and now just fiddle around with stuff. And if I don't get it working soon, I'm just gonna go to bed. Video output, yeah, that's the right output. Oh, now it's broken. Do the default, please. Oh god, it still has like saved pictures in the cache from AMP2. It's trying to display 720p. Now I've completely broken it. This is some pretty good glitch art, gotta admit. 640 by 480. Apply, accept. Do the thing, it's not doing the thing. Crossbar. Yes. Video input. That's right. I think I've completely screwed it up at this point. So maybe it's a sign that I should not play this game tonight and should just go to bed. I think I'm going to do that. 2 times now we've ended the stream on me trying to play AMP2 but it not working and breaking everything. I'm not breaking the Xbox, I'm just breaking the capture card that's in my computer, I think. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy the stream. You probably didn't, I would imagine. There was not much of a stream there. It was mostly me complaining about it taking effort to do things. So, maybe if I do the things that require effort on my own and only stream the more fun parts of the development, that might be alright. But as it stands, I already did the fun part, now I've got to do the boring part and I don't want to. So this might be the part where Taco Tom 2 never gets finished, but I hope that's not the case. Because I've worked on it, I've done things, I want to finish the game and put it out on Steam, so I will work towards that. But in the meantime, I'm going to work towards getting some sleep and enjoying my Thanksgiving break. And I hope you'll enjoy your Thanksgiving break too, even though I will be streaming during it, hopefully. So hope you enjoy the stream. Hope you're not out of range in the near future, whatever that might mean. And I'll see you later. Have a good night.